Hi guys, it's Mike. Back for a little bit more Kerbal Space Program. Now let me just clear these achievements from last time we were here. Go and see what we've got in the way of active contracts, shall we? Active. Set altitude record. And we'll have a crack at that. So what else is available? Might do the splashdown radio decoupler one after we sort of achieve this altitude record. If nothing else interesting pops up, I might actually. Now look, let's go for escape the atmosphere, because after 22,000 I don't really bother about constantly setting altitude records. I'm going to try and go for an orbit fairly soon. Need a lot of cash to patch this one up. Yeah, got it. Yeah, to patch this place up so that we can see our trajectories when we're going to the moon, we need a bit of cash. I meant to right click, not left click. Right click, we can see how much cash we need. 210. Yeah. Way off that. Just check any unspent science points. 1.7, so no do we there. We have got mystery goo containers now though. So all we're interested really in doing is setting an altitude record of 22,000. Yes, we'll have on view. Sure. Take the big ones. I reckon 2 of these would do, but we'll put 3. 4 and some boosters should go into orbit. That'd be better when we get the bigger boosters. And that's when we have the gimbally engines as well. Help with stability a hell of a lot. And so does a trained pilot. Utility parachute and stuff. We got decouplers. Right, we'll do that. And if we stick a couple of goo containers on, good chance they'll survive. Sciencey stuff. And just plonk them on there. Be fine. This time we're going to stick an antenna on it. So hopefully. There we go. Yeah, hopefully this time. No, sorry, not on the symmetry. We click. Yeah, we could have rotated it and all sorts, but I like it sitting there. It's alright. It's like an oldie styley robot. Alright, what do you reckon, guys? Is that going to get 22,000? Let's hope so. Pretty confident. Shame we can't right click and see his experience points. This is 22k. I'll try and make it a slightly longer episode today. Get everything's done. I've had a mental couple of weeks. Just about got over Christmas and New Year, and then poor The new year has started off busier too. Should at least be able to get some stability control out of them. Move that one up into there actually. Pop both of those together when I need to. Take a reading off the pad. Mm. 2.7. That's hardly worth having, huh? Not having it. I'm going to try and snag every little point. I think I've done through reports on there. Pretty certain. I sound a bit tired, I am really. I've a very strange sleep patterns, just lately go with 50% throttle. I lost the tooth as well. Really annoyed about that. Yeah, really annoyed about that. Maybe go a bit faster with the throttle. I'd like to do a lot more sort of from inside. Things are a bit prettier really. And some cockpit you can see out there. Yeah, I usually need snazzing up there. I need to add clouds to worlds as well. And we're doing nice steady speed. I think that's out of tune. 6. Save it for a bit higher. I think this generates electric. Pretty certain. Yeah. Generates electric. Speed up a little bit. I mean, once you get to about 200 or so meters per second, you kind of come up against a lot of air resistance. It takes a lot of fuel to overcome that, so best not push too hard. I mean, you can go over, if you've got the thrust to weight ratio and you don't care, you can just punch straight through. You know, get some nice glowing effects as you go on your way up. Nice fast exit to the planet. I've done that before. You know, if you've got stuff to spare, but so I don't want to go into orbit because we'll lose that contract. We won't be able to pick it up. Is that 2,200 or 22,000? 2,000. And reach space. Although I'm not going into orbit, I am going to do a bit of a gravity soon. Just a bit of one. But we're going to go north because we're not worried about orbit or anything. We're going to go north. We can get out on the ground, might be able to get some sort of polar sample maybe. Are we going north? No, we're going south. Okay. One of the poles. Never been to the South Pole anyway, I've been to the North Pole. No, I've never been to the South. Not sure how we're doing. Just to see if we can keep a steady upwards pressure without burning through the fuel too quick. I don't think we're going to make... Oh, we did. Just made our 22. But I don't think we're going to make the pole. I don't think we're going to make the pole. Not by a long shot. Maybe. We are going to reach space then. Let's get it over a bit more. Let's throttle down a bit more. See if we can convert some of our forward momentum, or some of our up momentum into forward momentum. Slide down that gravity slide. Let's see if we can hit some ice. No, we're not going to. It's about as far as we're going to go. Yeah. It's a water shot. Quiet, Jeb. Haven't invented yet. Let's do our space goo. Yes, we'll keep that. Certainly won't be making any more electric, but then again we shouldn't need any more electric. Sorry Will, but we're going to have a long swing everybody. I'm so sorry, I thought you were going to land on ice. This goes to show we don't always know what we're doing here at Mission Control. We never know what we're doing. We haven't got a clue basically. We haven't got a clue. Definitely coming down now soon. Yeah, there we go. Need about 130. Fine. No, it seems really weird, but yeah, I suppose we're not directly on the equator. Maybe the North Pole is a bit closer and there's all this land just here. Maybe it was a stupid decision to go to the South Pole. I don't know. Probably, but I thought I'd make it, to be honest. When we get down into this blue bit here, dark blue bit, I'll do another crew report and keep it. I think we've done this one up here, yeah. Got goo from the ground and goo from space. Yeah, right about now we'd need some, if we had a pair of glider wings on, we probably would make it. See if we can get a crew report from here. Yeah, there we go. Not going to transmit it because no, because I think if you fail the transmission, you basically lose a lot of the data. I mean, 17, that's not enough. That's not enough. Pop the chute already. See, if I'd had enough power, like with some batteries, I could have stored that report, got another report from this altitude, and so on, and another one when we landed. Well, I can get out and do the trick of storing it, but I've got a feeling we got a water sample anyway. Possibly a Kerbal Oceans report anyway. Bring it down. So what are you guys thinking of the 0.90 Kerbal? It is a lot harder, I think. It's much more of a varied game now. Much more. I mean, there's things to do. It's not just thing. I mean, I enjoyed the sandbox, but it was pretty much sort of, well, what do I do now? Well, no, I'll go here or I'll go there, but there was no real purpose, no currency. And this thing about currency, skill points with the astronauts, really pleased about that. It's shaping up to be a really excellent game. Now in beta obviously, so pretty much apart from multiplayer, fully functional. Maybe they might bring out some habitation stuff before they actually finally finish it. Can't take another crew report. We get out and store it. Let's do no, but then we need it straight back in. I don't know, yeah, I think I can do that. Don't follow me, you idiot. What are you doing? You knocked yourself out. I don't believe it. Don't believe it. I think he actually knocked himself out when he got out in the water. Crew reports inside, I think. Yeah, good. Alright, separate recovery it is. Hate when that happens. There was no reason for that capsule to just flip over and knock him out like that. Something Jebediah would do. To be honest, I'm missing the little bowls a bit. So it's 25 something, isn't it? XP game.
Oh,
Nothing active. Now orbit. And visual surveys. No, thank you. The Kerbal Space down. That's interesting because you get to rent the part. Until you complete the objective, you can use the part. But I reckon you pretty much might be able to buy the part soon. That might not be totally necessary. 25 souls. Boosters which do get us into orbit really. Not much chance of going without them. We'll waste 18 points on that when we got the chance. And we'll find a lot. We need separate songs, we need the boosters. We need the gimbal engine. We took the orbit contract, I don't think we did. That pretty much looks like it. Orbit's the only one of them that I really want to do at the moment. Not totally desperate, well, kind of desperate for cash, but desperately. We can't rescue anyone. Well, I can rescue people from orbit without patchphonics. It's quite, you know, if they're at, say, 100,000 feet, then I just put myself in a perfectly circular orbit at 95 or 105 and wait. And sooner or later we get within 5 kilometres. Yeah, we can't, it's going to be fiddly, but I can do it. Gotta go. Let's just build something, eh? Let's get ourselves into orbit. in orbit. And then when we rescue someone, we just put another capsule on upside down, and maybe some radial shoots if we can haul them. And push this a bit. And we have thrust to weight ratio. So I don't use Kerbal Engineer or MechJeb or any of those, so I've got to guess in thrust to weight ratios. I have the gimbaled engine though, but it's slightly less thrust. Holds your course a lot better if you haven't got a trained pilot. Now you can manoeuvre a bit better. If we go with a better thrust, we need it. Not in the way of structural, control option, nothing. Structural, islands. And no radial decouplers. Here's an idea. Just off the top of my head. Hope we don't hit the 18 part limit. Just hold that open. What I'm thinking is take a section out of there, slightly smaller tank. Not sure if we can do it on our part limit. Small engine. 13 parts. Yeah, we could do this. I think. Just about. Times 2 symmetry. So, shopping more over there. Not all of that here. Right, so we've got a 17 part rocket. It's a bit naboo, but if we got rid of the goo canisters, we could put 2 more boosters on it. But if this fails to fly, we'll stick more. We'll do exactly that. We'll take the goo canisters and we'll stick. So the whole idea is we burn all this, then we're going to have to manually, because they're connected, we could do it, I think, we can manually pump. Oh my god, I hope that would work. No, it doesn't matter anyway, because only the bottom will drain. Bottom will drain out into this engine, that won't be touched. Did I put a decoupler in there? No, I don't think I did. I think I've got it ready, and then what am I looking at? That's better. So the boosters, main engine go, then that separates. This engine fires at the same time. On the stage, parachutes. Now we're taking as a pilot again. And he doesn't seem to be. Donovan's got more experience than he will, so probably. Too heavy. 29. What are we? 18. Well, that's a major over. Aha. I'm to rethinking. Rethinking someone. You can sit on one of those boosters. 100% certain it will get to orbit though. We can lose this bottom stage and sit it on. No, let's just go with the smaller boosters for the moment. This kind of will do it anyway. 21 is still over by a little bit. Not too much fuel, especially in the top stage. No cigar. A little bit more fuel out of the top stage. I'd be able to take all the fuel out of it by the time we've done that. At least. Never mind. There is a good chance of it going into orbit. Yeah, if we keep the throttle way down. I mean, I could put this tiny little engine on it. It's really saving weight, but it is very fuel efficient. Wait for transits to the moon and landing on the moon. Let's try orbit 1 anyway. I have really hampered the weight limits. Yeah, 20 tons. I can get to orbit for 20 tons, but getting to orbit in less than 20 tons. That is a bit of a challenge. And that's when I get some improvements to his skills as well. Go with engines as well, but throttle right down. Do a usual gravity turn at about 10,000. Could even turn sooner than that. Gives us a lot more forward momentum at the high point, which could help us out. This one's saved us. We're going to be lugging these boosters for a bit, but never mind. Keep going, if I go. Onwards and upwards. Just a gentle turn for now. that's done, we can dump that. Shift to the second stage. Come over a bit more now. For some reason, just for a second there, I had no input. Jinky, jinky. Very nice. Every time I talk, that might. No, that's when he talks. And I just keep seeing this little blue symbol up there lighting up. Oh, we're out of orbit. We're out of orbit, definitely. We're not making orbit. Could have cut throttle, and no, but we still wouldn't have made orbit. We'll have to rethink a little bit. It's gonna be a bit of a conundrum, this one. You see what kind of science I can get. I think I've done it all up here. 9 science. It certainly ain't an orbit. We've done 2 contracts today. Let's go for this mission. Anyway guys, I'm going to cut it here and I'm going to rethink my design a little bit. Maybe the smaller engine. But if I could put the bigger boosters on, great. Maybe I'll rethink the fuel thing. Maybe take a lot less fuel and take more boosters. Try it that way. More boosters! I mean, it is rocket science after all. Yeah, I'll bring him down off camera and tidy up the loose ends, and then when we come back, I'll be ready to launch with something that will go into orbit. Right, guys, catch you later.